A lot of people in Dallas at the time, this is back at the very end of 2007, there weren't like a lot of people riding bicycles in Dallas, you know, just around every day, because Dallas was voted, you know, one of the worst cities for cycling in the United States. So, you know, not a lot of people were very comfortable riding in the street. You get a lot of drivers that harass you and stuff like that. But just in the last 2 years, it's blown up. You know, there's 10 times as many people that were riding 2 years ago. It's 10 times as many people that were riding, you know, just 2 years ago. And it's good because, you know, the more people that are out, you know, the more bicycle awareness that you get, and you get more, and you get drivers, they get used to seeing bicycles on the road. I'm really glad that there's a lot more rides that, you know, build a better cycling community, because the more rides you have and the more people that get interested in it and the more people you have on the roads, the better it's going to be, because then you bring more exposure, and the city has to get to a point where they have to recognize, okay, you know, we have more cyclists, we have to do something for them. One, to keep them safe, two, to make our city better for cyclists. You know, and it's not, you know, it's not like some type of like an elitist attitude, like I'm a cyclist, so, you know, you have to, you know, do these things for me or anything like that. It's more of, well, you know, these people, you know, choose to use this form of transportation, and this form of transportation should be in the road. It can be in the road. You know, they can maintain a pretty good rate of speed. So, you know, we have an obligation as far as the city to make things safer for them. And that's what partially keeps me in it, is one, you know, being able to stay healthy and have a good, you know, like try to live a healthy lifestyle as far as activity is concerned. And secondly, I just really genuinely enjoy riding my bike. That's the second reason. And the third is you get to meet a lot of good people along the way. You know, it's not just, you know, my friends that I go, you know, drink with on the weekends. It's all types of people from all walks of life. And if you ever get the chance to hang out with, you know, any guys that ride, like, you know, you have anybody from me that's just a regular blue collar worker. I work at a production plant, you know, doing maintenance, you know, all the way up to, you know, people that own their own businesses and make hundreds of thousands or $1 million a year, or, you know, guys that are lawyers or, you know, doctors, teachers, you know, everything, all walks of life, and we're all brought together through, you know, this one thing.
It's really fun to go downtown and ride Dallas, because downtown's pretty dead anyways. It's even more so at night, and they keep the lights on, so you've got well-paved roads with plenty of light, so it's basically all yourself. It's a nice alternative to driving a car. Like, I know a lot of people who go on the rides, they use it as their transportation. They take advantage of Katy Trail and all the bike trails. There's no bike lanes in Dallas, or not yet anyways. So that's one of the reasons why people ride. But I think it also just, it's nice to have like a community, and just everyone wants to be part of something.
A lot of people aren't comfortable cycling by themselves, so a lot of times people cycle in groups, which is what we've started doing on these Tuesday rides, and then they do them with Monday Night Mash, and it kind of builds like a sense of like cohesiveness, and it's also kind of a team building thing. A lot of times, you know, as the older you get, you live on your own, you don't really have to deal with other people besides work, and it's like a fun way to, I don't know, join together. This is called Tits Tuesday. Me and my friend Taylor and Alicia, all three of us are pretty new to like fixed gear riding, which is a little bit more complicated, technical way of riding a bike. It's really basic bike frame, but it's a little more technical way of riding a bike. And so we were all three fairly new, and we knew a lot of people who enjoyed riding bikes, but they weren't necessarily comfortable riding by themselves, especially females. So we really want to encourage females to get comfortable on their bikes so they would be okay with riding by themselves to work, wherever. So we started Tits Tuesday, and we're a group called Fix Minus Dicks, because we're girls who ride fixed gears. And the whole idea is you can't act like a dick and ride with us on Tuesdays, but you can be a boy. It's okay. But preferably, we want lots of girls to come. So every week, we put together a route, which is kind of what they're looking at right now. And we all three get to know the route really well, so we can have someone leading it, someone at the end keeping the people on the tail together, and someone kind of in the middle, working the middle, just kind of keeping everyone together. And we just pick a new route every week, kind of mix it up, pick spots, be at a bar, a restaurant, whatever, and we go.
But now I have to like convince them that I didn't do it, you know? And they give me another thing.
Cycling's a lot of fun. And like everyone does it as a kid, and they always say like once you learn how to ride a bike, you never forget. But a lot of times when you get older, you just stop, and there's no reason for it. It's really healthy. It's like a really productive way to get things going. Thanks, buddy. It's a productive way to get from point A to point B. And I don't know, it's like there's a cool community behind cycling that I've met so many people through it that are like legit friends that I'm gonna hang out with for probably the rest of my life, like keep in touch with. Who knows where we'll go, like we'll keep in touch. So yeah, it's a good thing.